Hey Facebook gang, it's Bob bringing you Positive Vibe session number 46. And today I'd like to talk about a way that you can bring mindfulness into your living. You may have heard this in various formats when you were a kid, when your parents told you during mealtime to slow down and chew your food. I don't necessarily think this is what they meant. I think it was probably more of the stop wolfing it down before you make yourself sick and throw up in the pool or on me. But nonetheless, it's good advice. So this is a little bit about bringing mindfulness into your meals. It can be any meal. It doesn't have to be an exquisite, fancy, 7-course meal. It can be any moment where you're putting food into your body. Hopefully it resembles food. When you take a moment, a lot of times, not all the time, because I get busy and I have times where I'm not mindful, believe it or not. I may go to a restaurant or I might be at home and maybe I've cooked something and maybe it's particularly aromatic, maybe it's not. Maybe I have to work at it a little bit, but the idea is you'll see me put my face, like I'm doing with my coffee now. You'll see me put my face over it and inhale. A lot of people do this with wine or bourbon or other spirits. But to take a moment before I even start, if it's part of meal prep, great. But if the meal's already been prepared for me and it's arrived, one of the first things that I'll do is I'll just take a moment and try and smell the aroma. Now I don't overdo it, and I still get made fun of just for the brief time that I do it. I could smell each and every piece, every part of the course and try and pick them all out, but it's really just a moment to set my mind on eating, on what's before me, of being grateful, expressing gratitude for the food, and then really even going a little step beyond that, expressing gratitude for the people that have prepared it, the time and care that they've spent, hopefully preparing my meal, and just sharing that experience, being grateful for the people that I might be sharing that meal with. So take a moment, and if nothing else, if you don't change the way that you eat it, if you just take a moment and inhale and try and pick out some of the aroma and get your mind set on that. Just mindfully think about the food you're about to eat. Sometimes for other people in other traditions, this is through prayer. So there may be a prayer before the meal as a group or as an individual, out loud or silently. But again, it's just a moment to express gratitude, to be thankful to whomever you're thankful for. The next step then is actually maybe cutting up and eating the meal. And an old trick that, again, I was taught when I was a child, or maybe picked up as I was a child, is to, as you chew, to chew your food completely. And one of the theories says that you should, be able to recite the entire alphabet for every bite of food that you take before you actually swallow it. It gets the enzymes in there, it helps digest it, it's easier for your body to consume and do something with, rather than just all of its sort of raw parts, and making your stomach and GI do more work than what your saliva and your mouth can do. So that's another way, is when you are eating, particularly, it's hard to do sometimes in conversation, but you say the alphabet to you as you're chewing, and every chew, every bite down as you're chewing it, that's a letter of the alphabet. Another tradition says you should actually say the alphabet twice, all the way through, before you swallow that bite. Prolongs your meal. It helps you taste fully what's going on with the meal itself. It also helps you digest. It also then leads to a little bit longer time that you spend eating, which also means that you may consume less, because your body has time to send the signals that it's full, so we may not overeat. It actually can have other benefits as well if you take your time and mindfully eat. The third part of the process is doing the dishes, right? So the cleanup after the fact, after you've consumed your meal, is, those are usually a chore, but chores can be turned into mindful exercises as well. Again, reflecting on what a great meal, if there was anything you particularly enjoyed or would do again, reflecting on the conversation. And just another opportunity. So this is we all have to eat. Why waste a moment, a great opportunity of mindfulness with something that we do every day, like breathing? It can become the focus and the object of meditation. So I hope you all love each other each and every day. I hope you teach and inspire each other every day. I hope you've expressed gratitude for something today, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Positive Vibes session number 47. Cheers.